challenge, the pain, the gain, and the potential of doing business in southeastern Nigeria, the Biafra land. ECOSEA, growing the economy.
So I can finish it by 1 p.m. Be good.
Hello viewers, this is Baby I1. We're live on the program ECOSEA, and this is the second part of this program, although we got interrupted earlier on when we started the program. Now, we're back again to bring you this program, and I have a resource person. We'll be talking about technology, information technology, how to revive it, the connectivity with our ancestral heritage, can also, and using same to solve immediate problems in our homeland: security, economy, educational, agricultural, and the rest of them. That's why we have a team on this program, a tech guru from the US who is already with us discussing this, and also an economist who is on this program. But before I start, for you to have an overview, let us take this very message, because what we'll be discussing revolves around this very training, because our government needs to invest in this. That is the most important aspect of this program. So help us share it so that your governors, even you as a parent, should think of putting your children through having a career path in information technology, or what they call AI. I'll be right back.
Welcome to our managed security service provider, catering to small, medium, and enterprise-level businesses for continuous monitoring, detection, and rapid incident response. At our state-of-the-art Security Operations Center, SOC, we house a team of cybersecurity experts. Here, our on-demand timeless cybersecurity services, Security Operations Center, SOC team membership for $50 per month, and Managed Security Service Provider MSSP membership for $65 per server per month. Our SOC analysts adhere to the NIST and NICE cybersecurity workforce framework, ensuring top-notch proficiency. Operating round the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year, our multidisciplinary approach sets us apart. With our 4 vigilant eyes during 2-hour shifts, we see more than most. Based in Columbia, USA, our perfect SOC Level 1 talents specialize in the following: 1. Cloud detection and monitoring across AWS, DO, and Azure. 2. SIEM mastery with Waza and Splunk. 3. NetFlow analysis using NTOP-ing with nprobe plus ZMQ. 4. Efficient incident response via service management, Jira, and ticketing. Our experts are deeply engrossed in the MITRE attack matrix, allowing us to monitor, detect, and respond to incidents with precision and urgency. They possess comprehensive knowledge of NIST Pub 800-61, covering incident response policies, procedures, and ticketing templates, exceeding any incident response strategy's objectives, goals, and scope. Join us in fortifying your cybersecurity defenses. Contact us today for unparalleled expertise and protection.
That is it. That's the message for you, and I believe you are getting to know about what we are doing on this platform. We can't allow ourselves from the southeast to be backward in the current trend, especially in growing our economy. That's why this program is Economy of the Southeast. Joining me in this discussion is our brother, Mezurike, the tech guru in the US. And Indubisi and Enugu also seated, joining me from Oka, the economist. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. We've been talking about this with Mezurike, and we've talked about the training, and made an overview of what this whole thing is all about. But for the benefit of those who are just joining on this second part, give us a summary of what this is all about.
I can hear you. However, it's a little crackling. It's cracking a little bit, and I don't know if that would be a problem moving forward. Now I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing me on, and thank you, NWC, for bringing me on, and you as well, Chinedu. So moving forward, we've been able to identify the areas of interest. We recognize that electric power, electricity is very important in order to digitize Africa. And we have geometric power in Aba currently, and we also are going to be bringing the fiber optics into the region, which will allow us to have effective communications. And we also explained that we have to draw those lines to major universities in the region, and at the same time formulate tech hubs in local governments and municipalities. Now, after that, we start training our youths in this technology, right? Starting with cybersecurity. Right now, we can train them in cybersecurity as it is because we have a program established in the United States. And the video will be played for everyone to hear, but we're asking the government authorities to be a part of this program to understand how important this is, because it doesn't make sense to have engineers and developers who are not capable of serving their local businesses. Instead, they are preparing to leave the country. So there's a problem with that picture. Now, the country they are trying to go to, they're having serious issues. They're fighting wars. They don't have money for their citizens all across the board. Like 9 universities in UK is already closed down because of they don't have any applicants coming in to enroll in those schools, and there are majorly foreign students coming in. So this is the time for us to look inside instead of looking out. Look inside instead of looking outside, trying to get help from this and that person. We have individuals who are gurus in what they do. People like Zenos, CEO of Zenos, who recently, not recently, 2018, he purchased or he acquired Konga. This is a man of ambition. We work with him to make him understand what's going on. The government and private entities have to help the youths. They must invest in these youths, invest in people that are in the academia or entities that are doing a lot of research and development that will be beneficial to our communities. We have to invest in those people. It's really difficult, the plight of these individuals. Therefore, if we start early in emerging technology, or what is called frontier technology, they include cybersecurity, IoT, artificial intelligence, renewable energy, and et cetera, et cetera. And I wanted to draw everyone's attention to the fact that cybersecurity is very relevant in the time that we live in, because the world is cutting over to the digital era. And with AI, there's a seismic change happening in this space, because AI and security are not a mix. AI exposes security because it requires a lot of disclosure and it requires a lot of information. In order to do that, this AI has come of age where it becomes an artificial general intelligence, meaning it is going to do general things smarter than you, me, or anybody else. It's happening as we speak. But the problem is none of us are on the table when the decisions are made. These codes are biased. So if we don't teach our youths, they're going to be useless for us. They become a burden. But if we teach them now and we get on it as we speak, because we have in our genetic code the ability to produce world-class computer science applications, technology, you name it, we got that. But we have to look inside, like I said. What we need to do with training of our youths is reaching out to all the major markets in the region, the main market, area market, go to Newi and find all the foundries and all the small entity businesses and connect them to Konga or any other e-commerce. Once we do that, we have a common way of paying. Either it's a special application from Konga or anybody. We have to focus our resources and energy. Once we get organized on that level, it's much more easier to join the BRICS because we bring a lot of value. And that is how we get out of the trap that we're in. We can't be expecting anybody to give us nothing or anything because we can provide these things for ourselves. Somebody, a smart man, once said that technology is now demystified. If anyone can do it in UK, China, America, that they can do it too. That's what we should be saying. We should be demystifying technology. We can bring this value to ourselves. We can train these young men and women to have these skills. It's called the emerging tech skills. Once you have the emerging tech skills, you no longer need to move around like labor. Your knowledge moves around for you in a 360 degrees, and that's how you make money. And that money that you make has a lot of value because it's hedged from all these places that you're getting it from. Therefore, the businesses in local businesses will benefit because we have enough skills to help them build a website, to help them secure their website, to help them build an app, to help them craft an application or chat application with AI so that they can run their business smooth and seamlessly. So the same thing applies to security because of AI is doing a lot of, is causing a lot of breaches all across the globe. You can check that yourself because people now who don't have experience in hacking can use Chat GPT, which is a generative pre-trained transformer. Chat GPT can allow you to hack into system. It will give you the direction step by step. There's a way to prompt it. Once you can prompt it, you can do a lot of stuff. You can use it to draw pictures. You can use it to do all kind of stuff. But the problem is all these things are done in English. How about people who don't speak English? And that is why we have to start learning and training ourselves. In AI, there is a way to use AI to affix our language. Use AI to create new words. Use AI to predict how our language will be spoken in the future. For instance, in biology, in science, like biology, chemistry, physics, we don't have terms that affixes our local languages, but with AI, we can do it. And we have started working on that in the US. There is a company called Cyberlocks. I'm a founder to Cyberlocks as well. So it's an AI-powered feature array browser, which recognizes the AI. And as a part of protecting the AI, protecting your information, it is possible to rewrite the ROM book where the ROM book says we use people's information to make money. We can't compete with those. However, we can empower the individuals. And now with the newfound freedom that they have regarding their data, now they have online privacy. They are protected on that sphere, and they have data security. They are protected on that sphere. They can decide what they do with their data now, right? So that creates an opportunity for content creators or creatives on what to do with that. That ushers in a new dimension to how businesses are done, and hopefully it brings a new economics into the sphere, allowing the continent, allowing the Igbo region to leapfrog from poverty automatically overnight because they have learned how to use technology to their own advantage. We use this technology to unlock the talent in our region, and they can create new things that nobody knew exist just because we managed to find a path to use security and AI to formulate something new for our region.
All right.
We don't need to compete with anyone. We just have to use what we have to create a stronghold of opportunity and workforce for our region.
All right. Thank you very much, Omezrike, for that very insightful sharing of information and knowledge and the opportunity that is abound. And we have Ndubisi and Enugu. I don't know if he's still there to give us his own input, although in a short form, so that we can ask Umezurike some very crucial questions. As all this super and English and so, how do we bring it down to our own how do we connect it to our own livelihood as people in the southeast? Ndubisi, are you there?
So the question you're asking is how do we connect this to the homeland?
How does that connect to us as Igbo directly when it comes to artificial intelligence, information technology, the Nkanozo and the rest of them that we know, and they often know the Biafra of a thing. You see, when we see it, we call it that we are doing voodoo or we are doing something, abstract. Then Oyibo, I've heard people say Oyibo is using their own witchcraft to create science and How is that true? Especially with our people, the Africans.
Oh, okay. I understand what you mean. So basically, in the bloom of human development, our ancestors had the capability of using technology like what we have today. But before they've used them, they learned the intricacies of this technology by way of science. So they have their sciences, which Afar and Ivana Ibobala, the principle of 16. Ibobala is the principle of 16. So in the principle of 16, we have an order. It goes from 0 to 15 or 1 to 16. Now, in that order, we've already built computer languages. Our ancestors built it for us. For instance, when I say somebody's ose aka, nyabo onye ishi na bagara, onye ahụ bụ onye a na-akpọ a volatile human being, always getting into trouble or not achụnwaanyị too much or ọ na-eme ihe na-apụtara nsogbu all the time. But if you watch what Osaka means, ọ bụrụ na iwu dibịa afa na-eji ujiri agba afa, ị ga-aghọta na code. Osaka is code, which means what I just explained to you. If you look at Osaka, they are representing numbers. Aka is representing number 10. Now, Ose is representing number... Okay, Aka is representing number 10, yeah? Then the other one is representing number 14. Do you see how it works? But there are numbers that are found in the principle of 16, which is you count from 1 to 16. If you count from 1 to 16, Aka will represent 11. If you get. But if you count from 0 to 15, Aka represent 10 and Ose represent 14. Now, if the combination is Ose Aka, Biafra sees it. Now he explains it to you. Now, for instance, I give you another one. Another word, Obala Otule. Obala Otule. If you are counting from 0 to 15, I'm giving you comparing and contrasting modern science with what our ancestors did. If you are counting from 0 to 16, Obala is 6. Otule, we're 12. If I now what an alpha, I buy an alpha, I put those numbers. When those numbers now match the words, which in computer science today, you even about word, where double word, and those numbers in the binding is equivalent to double word, which is more than 8 bytes. If we give an equivalent. So if the foundation of computer science, we already have it, but we are not studying it. We're looking outside. And I've captured it. I've used it to build a lot of technology in the US. I have more than 13 patents in the US. And it saddens me that now this AI we will use that to now understand our language better. When the I could say so by onye n'ime unu n'ebe a nwere ife ndị be anyị na-akpọ lungs n'Igbo. Ọ bụrụ na nkọwalụ gị ife a na-akpọ lungs otu o si bata n'asụsụ Igbo, ihe eti mkpu na ife anyị na-achọ achọ na iji ya. What we are looking for, we already have. In Igbo language, the lungs is called ngogo. When you look at the ngogo, there's a way you split it. You recognize the root words, which is go, ge-o, ge-o. These are the root words. They never change. You can use it in other places. Like, for instance, gopo, gota. When you realize the function of ge-o, you realize it has to do with something that holds fast to something. It's a harness. It could be in a positive or negative. If we get. So, ngogo. Nwatakịrị na-ebe akwa, gịnị ka anyị na-agwa nwatakịrị na-ebe akwa? Onye ku nwatakịrị na-ebe akwa na o mee nwatakịrị. Ọ gụgụọ ya. That odia may possessive. Ọ gụgụọ nwatakịrị. That tells us that na ndị nna nna anyị maara na Ife dị na mmadụ eji eku ume dị connected to akwa na-ebe na nwatakịrị na-ebe akwa adịghị eku ume ọfụma. As a matter of fact, onye na-ebe akwa adịghị eku ume at all. Gaa jụọ onye dọkịta ka ọ kọrọ gị. So ihe ndị a ka anyị eji wee mezie obodo anyị were ya tinye n'ọnọdụ ọgbara ọfụ. Ife mgbe gboo anyị eweta ya n'ọgbara ọfụ were ya wee buru wee too kụziere ụmụazị gosi otu o si wee nọrọ n'ụja na ọgbara ọfụ na ife dị na teknọlọji. Nyanwa otu a ka anyị esi wee buru anyị wee chọta ndị uche ha dị n'ihe a na-eme, ndị na-agba uchu, those who are interested in making sure there's research and development in Igbo land, those who are interested in making sure that the youths are trained with trade skills, vocational skills, apprenticeship skills, so that way they can work immediately and be able to bring value, become technology enabled, bring value to their communities without thinking of going somewhere right away. Right now, we can do that through cybersecurity and artificial intelligence. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Thank you so much. And before we wrap it up, I don't know if the VC is still there, but if it's not, we'll be asking you just very important question on how the government can help, because you know our system now that we used to know before, the apprenticeship system we know had always been that of Eba Boy, and we are looking at the young ones not interested in Eba Boy anymore. Even the ones now was a boy and will be fighting the boutique, and then they care no one the street, and seven on the HK, you know, and the rest of them, putting their energy into negative vibe, turning their energy towards negative aspect of the skills they have. Now we're talking about harnessing this energy and putting it into good use to solve our immediate societal problem and also improving their lives, and they will make more money than even the ones who are doing the negative. So where do government come in all of this? Because we preach good governance, and also parents. In as much as we are saying government has failed, but we keep preaching, we keep advocating, we keep pushing for them to start doing what is right. At least starting with changing our curriculum to start teaching children from primary school some of the basics of some of these things that we are talking about today. Then moves to parents to channel their energy or the children or their children and their words towards a career, choosing a career path in information technology or artificial intelligence. So where do these whole things fall in terms of responsibility of government and also the parents?
I do think that the question you asked is very important on how government can be able to assist the project. The project is to rekindle the tech spirit in our region and make our region to be tech enabled, especially the youths to be tech enabled. I understand how difficult things could be when it's being handled by a private entity without the government interference. But what I could say here is the government could look into interfacing with organizations like us. For instance, here in the US, I do have a software and secure software development company called Lockdown. We build on-demand keyless end-to-end encryption for timeless security. Timeless means quantum. It's another way to say quantum, okay? So we built that, and we are very original. And I've been able to reveal to you guys the background of all this technology. Now, currently, we realized that we needed an ecosystem, and we see how the world is changing, and we realize it is important to have a trade school or apprenticeship program that embraces certain vocational knowledge like IT specialists, cybersecurity, AI development, and etc., etc. So we have that established in the US. It's called Each One Teach One Tech. The one is just one, not ONE. Each One Teach One Tech. But if you want to find it online, you want to do eachoneteachone.us. So organizations like this can team up with the government within the states. Let's say, for example, Imo State, Governor Oti, I heard He's doing a whole lot of wonderful things. Team up with them because we already have an established system in the US. It's easy to terminate that knowledge on the other side, back in the Southeast. Once that is terminated, the education program will be entrenched in that region, and that region will monopolize cybersecurity in this space. Once they monopolize cybersecurity in this space, it means that the banks in the region will hire these individuals. The banks will start investing in the program. The bank would pay ahead of time for skills to be trained, for their people to be trained. That way, they don't have to go to India or any other country, and et cetera, which is exposing the banking database or maybe the banking servers to foreign eyes, which could be a national security. So we have to train our youths so that they can channel their energy in the right place instead of doing negative things that affect people that live abroad and also give bad name to their region or the country. If we channel them, we're gonna get a better result. It's gonna work out for us. We started little by little, and over time we can gain hugely in it. For instance, all the local enterprises like Zenas, like Konga, and the rest of them, they will now have resources ready. Instead of us preparing resources to be transferred to other countries or foreign countries, we now have those resources ready to serve local businesses. Because if your resource is not capable, if your resources are not capable of serving your local businesses, then you have a serious problem. You have to rethink your strategy in that aspect. So this is one of the ways that the government can come in. They can come in and work directly with each one Teach One Tech. And another way the government can come in is come in to support research and development by organizations who might be in Nigeria or have partnership in Nigeria, or already have presence in Nigeria, but they are in this cutting-edge technology or emerging technology. For instance, I'm also a founder of a company called Cyberlocks, where we are building an AI-powered feature array browser. This is a browser that will serve as a firewall for a country's citizens or an organization's citizens, where their information is now basically secure and their data is secure. The online privacy is protected. And what that does is it gives value to the data, because data is the new gold. Right now, with AI is disclosing almost anything or everything you can see online. And they make money from your information without incentivizing you. The best way to compete in that scenario is to empower the population. Once you empower the population, whoever is making money from them will no longer have that information. That gives you an edge to have a new way and rewrite the run book. So you rewrite the run book whereby the individuals now are empowered. The information is secure. They can do whatever they want with it. And that creates a new system altogether. With that new system created, you can build on top of that. You can build your businesses on top of that. Like all the markets that we have in the region can converge in that browser. All the foundries in India, we can converge in that browser, because now why it has a security system. Now you can build audio video system, payment system, and et cetera, et cetera. And now with the power of AI, you can make it specialized, where people who don't speak English could be a part of this communications. With AI infused in it, you make the system responsible, you make it secure, accessible to everyone. So it will be a wider benefit when that happens, because currently those who are building the AI are not including any other people except for themselves, because they have a plan for what they want to do with it. So we can't sit here and do nothing. We have to engage professionals. We have to engage enterprise entities. We have to engage the government to come in, because we have a window of opportunity to do something right now. Because those who are professing and doing this, they have issues right now. So why we get on it and train our groups, train our youths, and let them understand what needs to be done, it will be a game changer for all of us, guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Umezwike. And I can tell you that what you're saying is surprises me, that this kind of training is also going on in some parts of Nigeria. In the West, I think they are beginning to invest in it because I came across some videos where I saw where they are training young children in secondary school on.
I can't hear you very well. I can't hear you very well. I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear me? I know our audience can hear me, maybe from your own end, but I'm saying that there are young people who are already doing that in the southwestern part of Nigeria. They're already investing in this artificial intelligence, robotic engineering, and AI, and the rest of them. And it baffles me why our own southeast, we are lagging behind, whereas we have what it takes to lead in the current world of technology. And that is what you are bringing on the table. Thank you very much for joining on this program today. We hope to have you subsequently next week to expand more on this information. Thank you very much for coming.
All right. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
All right. And on that, people who are watching, I think we've come to the very end of this program for today. We hope you join us subsequently on this program next time and be part of this very conversation as we continue to grow our economy in the Southeast, focusing it on the current trend, the technology that is in vogue, artificial intelligence, or what they might call the information technology that we are all operating on. Everything revolves around it, whether in security, whether in manufacturing, whether in agricultural investment or agricultural food production, name it, any space of life in a medical, education, and the rest of them. So everything now in this modern world revolves around it. Even our buying and selling also revolves around it. So I hope our people can take advantage of this opportunity. You as a parent should encourage your world to look towards taking this path as a career. And I'm Ancestral Peters. Then I come your way on ECOSEA. Stay blessed, keep watching, keep liking, keep sharing. Bye-bye for now.
The challenge, the pain, the gain, and the potential of doing business in southeastern Nigeria, the Biafra land. ECOSEA, growing the economy of the southeast. Think home.